So I've landed in Japan airport, exhausted after a long flight. At first, everything seemed to be normal. As you guys are aware, I travel around the world and I have never ever thought in my whole life a Filipino worker at the airport in Japan would look at me dead in the eye and call me a piece of shit. Guys, I was in disbelief. And when you get into this kind of situations, the emotions start to run high. And you start to think. It was extremely crazy, guys, hearing this kind of words. How is everybody doing today? As you can see, guys, it's 12:50. I literally just arrived. I just come out of the arrivals, guys. My plane landed here at 10 p.m. I was supposed to get a train back to the base, but that didn't happen, guys. A worker in Japan airport called me a disrespectful name. Nobody deserves to be treated that way, guys. It is insane, guys. And I had to deal with the police. And that's all they gave me, guys, as you can see, just like a card. They even refused to give me the lady name, guys. Look at the time here, guys. It's 12:50, guys. So we're gonna get back to the story hopefully tomorrow. I'm just documenting everything in here, and I'll catch you back tomorrow, guys, on the same story, guys. I turned around and everybody was looking at me. I was in disbelief, guys. At this moment, I've literally just decided, like, fuck it. Let's go all the way in. So I turned around and I was like, hey, don't you ever talk to me like this ever again. And she started yelling, getting a little crazy. So I was like, where is your manager? And guys, she started to run away. And in this kind of situation, guys, as a military person, we trained not to allow our emotions run high or allow our thinking to be run by our emotions. And we always assess the level of threat. As you're aware, guys, like all the military have trained for this. We assess the level of threat from 1 to 5. And the reason why we do that, guys, because first of all, she's a worker at the airport. I start to think immigration, police, other stuff. It's all kind of stuff coming in my mind, guys. So literally, sometime with the military situations like this, you will have literally like probably seconds to kind of act on the situations. That's how we train, guys. So after coming to a conclusion, trying to assess the situation, thinking about the police, thinking about the immigration, thinking about all the troubles and stuff like that, I've decided, okay, fuck it, let's go all the way in. So like I said, guys, I walked behind her and I was like, hey, where's your manager? She started making a scene, guys, like literally crazy. And I'm like, really? Right now, it's like when she started doing this, I'm like, this woman, she literally challenging me. And I was like, fuck it. I'm like 110% in. So guys, I followed her around. I was like, call your manager. And then she went in, guys, just as I predicted. She went into the immigration. Guys, by the way, let me know, how would you deal with a situation like this? If you get into a situation like this, how would you deal with it? Let me know in the comment below, guys. So yeah, guys, she literally went to the immigration office and she started telling them some kind of porcupine lies. Oh, this guy is this, he wanted to come this. Bear in mind, guys, for us, the military, we have like a special line. So we don't join the queue because there is an agreement between the government of the United States and the government of Japan, guys. So we have a special line for our armed forces, and that's exactly what I did. I followed the rules and I went to my line. But for some reason, guys, when I was on the line, she was letting other people, which is not supposed to be in the line. So that's why I kind of like, hey, this is a military line. And bear in mind, guys, I arrived at 10 p.m. and the station in Japan closes like at 12. And we have a military bus. I was trying to catch up with my bus at that time. Or I was like, if I couldn't catch up with my bus, at least I can go like on the train. Because guys, if you don't know this, in Japan, taxis are extremely expensive at nighttime when the train station closes, guys. So, yeah, guys, that's when literally she decided to kind of throw scene. And she looked at me, guys, like I was in disbelief. She looked at me dead on the eye. And she was like, you fucking piece of shit. And I was like, what the fuck? Is she for real, guys? I mean, seriously, guys, I usually walk away from things like that, just ignore them. But at some stage, like, you can't allow anything, to go bypass like that. It's not a good thing, guys. If you allow people to abuse you, they're going to continue abusing you. So, yeah, that's when I decided, hey, I was like, don't you never ever speak to me like this ever again. And then, guys, she literally, like, she was trying to make a scene. You know how workers at like special places like the airport, they start to kind of, when they fuck up, they start to make a big scene and stuff like that. And that's exactly what she did. And I was like, okay, bitch, you just met the wrong person, because, I can handle this shit. So I was like, okay, you want to throw a scene? Let's go all the way in. And guys, believe me, it was insane. Like, this woman, she went all the way to the extent, like, she went all the way to the extreme of making a big scene. Like, and she even called the immigration for me. And I was like, fuck it, you guys want to make a big scene? All right, let's make a big scene. So with that, guys, they were laughing at me. They were making fun of me. And, I was in disbelief, but I was still calm. I've stayed calm. I was still like cool. And guys, I'm like at this stage, like what is going on? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. This is a freaking airport. Why do people act that way at the airport, guys? So literally, I didn't like it, to be honest. And like I said, guys, I was thinking about like emotions, to control my emotions. I was thinking about all the issues, this like the threat level, especially because I'm military. We have like rules we cannot break. I was thinking about the threat level of the security, guys, because we have levels from 1 to 5. And so at this stage, when I assessed the threat level at the beginning, I thought like it was probably a medium to low. And suddenly, once she started throwing the scenes, red alert, guys, I was literally on high alert. So I was like, at this stage, this woman, she's gonna create problems. And guys, believe me, we trained to handle this kind of situations, like the emotions, how to decide about the threat levels, what steps you take, because when you get into the situation, like in military situations, like when in a job, you need to make sure you get out of there alive, guys, because, a small mistake could be really costly for you guys. Like, literally, it could take your life away. So that's what we trained for, guys. And, guys, I was like, okay, the immigration are there. Okay, she's already took like a step further. I mean, instead of apologizing or something like that, I could have just walked away. She literally fucked up, guys, and got the immigration involved. Now I'm like, fuck this shit, guys. Because she got the immigration involved, I'm like, all in, 110%, guys. I'm like, all in, guys. And believe me, guys, it was crazy. I was like, the immigration was laughing at me. There's some dude, he's coming out flashing his badge. I'm the manager. I was like, listen, stop giving me that bullshit and call the real freaking manager. Because, guys, when you're at the airport and you see situations like this, Do you think is Japan still safe in terms of bureaucracy? Like the way they treat people sometime? Guys, because I can tell you, if you get into the situations in here with some people, it could be very costly for you guys. It's not what you think. So even though I love Japanese people, I love Filipino people, even the Filipino was a worker. I mean, I love Filipino despite all what she said to me, called me a piece of shit. But guys, I'm trying to show you a reality. So guys, and the immigration came around. I mean, despite they could see my passport, I'm legal and everything, but I felt like humiliated, guys. I felt like they were making fun of me. They were laughing at me. So I'm like, at that stage, I'm like all the way in. I'm like, hey, I'm moving from here till you get me the manager, her name, and the contact detail of the company she works for. And then, guys, there were a ton of them come around. It was about 10 people at that stage, guys. And as you were, guys, especially they were looking at my tattoos. They were like calling me Yakuza and everything. And that's made me more crazy, guys. Look how they switch things they judge you based on your tattoos, based on your, based on your look. They judge you based on, on your appearance. They judge you by the way you talk. But although, guys, I stayed calm on this situation, I've stayed super calm because I'm military. I can't expose myself. I can't create troubles. I can't create the scenes. So with that, they bring in more people, guys. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is these people for real? Literally, they trying to force me or detain me or do something stupid? So I'm like, okay, you need to call the manager. And then somebody came in. I was like, are you the manager? He was like, yeah. I was like, show me a badge, and I need to see it says a manager. So they bring the first guy. It wasn't a manager because it was fake. He was trying to cover up for the woman. And then they bring the second guy, which was too fake because, he didn't show me the badge and stuff like that. I'm like, listen, dude, I'm dead ass serious. You need to get me the manager. Otherwise, I'm not leaving here. So their next step, guys, to escalate the situation, look how instead of resolving the problem, guys, instead of resolving this issue, they just constantly escalating the situation, guys. So they decided, that is going to be a long process and you're gonna miss your train. I was like, I don't give a shit if I sleep here, guys. You need to get me the manager. Like, I'm not leaving the airport without. And then they were like, the airport literally closes at a certain time. I said, I don't give a shit, man. I will wait till the manager comes around here. I need her details. I need, her name and the phone number and the company she works for. And guys, believe you me, they tried every single trick on the book to get me leave the airport, to get me the fuck away from there. But I did not leave, guys. So after they did all of this, I was like, it's going to be a problem for you. I said, I don't care. I love problems because if you love problems, I love problems too. So, guys, they've decided, look how stupid they are. They've decided to call the police, guys, which was insane. I was like, I could not believe it. I was like in disbelief, guys. So I was like, okay, that situation now, they called the police. So I was like, fuck it, man, I am 200% in, not only 100%, I'm all the way in. The police come around and the police are looking at me. They were like making some jokes. Looking at my tattoo, Yakuza, that's Yakuza style. And I was like, hey man, I'm military, I'm not Yakuza style. But I mean, the police was respectful. They weren't disrespectful to me or something like that. They were trying to find out what's the situation, what's going on. And then one of the police officers, he was like, hey, we're going to make a complaint for you. Was that okay with you? He was translating on the phone. I said, no, it's not okay. I'm not leaving from here till when you get me the manager. And I'm like, I'm dead ass. I'm not leaving from here till when you get me the freaking manager. And guys, at some stage, 5 police officers come around. And I was like, holy smoke. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now, guys. I literally cannot believe what I'm seeing. So there is 10 immigration officers. There is more people on the ground. There is more police officers. At that stage, guys, I had like probably around 30 people around me. And guys, they were laughing at me. They were making fun of me. And then Then when I decided, guys, I was like, fuck it. Is these people think I'm a fucking joke? Let me show you. Let me show them who's the boss. Guys, I literally pulled my passport out, and God bless the motherland. As you can see, guys, it's an official passport. United States of America. Not many people knows about these passports. And this passport is designed for the brave man and woman who goes on a serious missions, guys. And when they saw that passport, guys, literally their freaking face, their jaw hit the ground, guys. Literally their face, like you could see, it looks like somebody slapped them in the face so hard, their jaw hit the ground. And then when they decided to take me seriously, and I was like, oh, now you decided to take me seriously. Before you weren't taking me seriously. That's why I tell you guys, if you ever get in situations, make sure you have plan B, and make sure you back up what you have, to do next, because the next step, it could be life or death situations for you. As it happens to me, guys, I'm telling you, when they saw that passport, they immediately decided, okay, we're sorry, we're gonna fix this. And I was like, how are you gonna fix it? So they kept me in the airport for 3 hours, guys. I literally left at 1. And then the manager came in and she was like, oh, sorry. And I was like, are you kidding me? Sorry? What do you mean sorry? After all this stress you put me through, after all this humiliation you put me through, after all this mental torture you put me through, and now you're sorry? Okay. I was like, sorry, I don't accept your sorry, because you can shove your sorry up your ass. Because first of all, I missed my train. Who's gonna pay for my transportations? And literally she just walked away, guys. And I was like, okay, she gave me the business card. I'll put it somewhere around here, on the video. And I'm like, okay, you want to play that harder game? I said, okay, I swear I can play all the way till the end. I never fucking lose, because I'm not a loser. That's how I treat myself. I never freaking lose when I go gambling, because I have that kind of mindset, guys. I design the mindsets for my body not to be a loser, guys. So that's why, guys, I keep telling you, like, I'm teaching you all of this and showing you all this stuff so I can educate you in case you get into a situation like this in the future. Maybe, I don't know, it might be probably a good or bad situation. At least you will have a solution to walk out of there, guys. So, guys, she walked out, and I was like, hey, where are you going? We haven't finished our talk. We haven't finished, basically what's the solution. She just offered me a sorry and a card, and she left. And at that stage, I was like, okay, I'm taking this card. I met with her colleague outside, guys, when I was, I'm gonna put in the end the video where I left the airport. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. I don't know, like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't remember, guys. I'm gonna leave it after this. And guys, so I spoke to a colleague, guys, and literally she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I know you have a very powerful passport. And I was like, listen, I'm gonna do whatever it takes in my power, to escalate these situations. I'm gonna complain to the military. I'm gonna complain to the airport, and I'm gonna get a lawyer outside in Japan. And guys, I'm telling you, they were like shitting bricks. They were like, okay, what can we do for you? We can pay for your taxi. We can do this. I'm like, fuck this shit. You're gonna pay for my taxi now? And what happened to my 3 hours time? You kept me here for 3 hours. And you're not fucking supposed to do this, because, guys, for the military, we have like an agreement which is called a SOFA, which is we're not allowed to be searched because this agreement is between the Japanese government and the US government. We're not allowed to be searched. As you guys can see, this is a SOFA agreement. We're not allowed to be searched. We're not allowed they're not allowed to harass us, to bother us, because we are here to do one mission and one mission only: serving the country, protecting Japan and stuff like this. So guys, I told her when I was out, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to escalate the situations. And guys, I'm telling you, with that, completely their attitude changed. And they were like offering me to pay for taxi and stuff like that. I was like, no, it's not only the taxi. You're gonna compensate me for my 3 hours of time. You're gonna compensate me for the abuse you abused me. Guys, that's why I keep telling you, do not allow yourself to be abused, because if you allow yourself to be abused, people are just going to abuse you. And guys, at some stage, you're gonna have to stand up for yourself. Like, you're gonna have to do something for yourself. You can't allow everyone to come around and treat you like a garbage can, because you are a human being, guys. I know there is some situations where you can walk away, yeah, which is understandable. You can walk away from situations, which is okay. But there is some situations where you meet these douchebags and they start treating you like a piece of trash. No, I wouldn't allow this. So guys, let me know below the comment, how would you handle these situations, and what would you've done better to kind of improve the situation. Let me know in the comment below. Did I acted right? Did I acted wrong? And I love you guys. I hope I can catch you on the next one. And don't cut off the clip. Watch when I left the airport. I think it was like 1 or 2. I'm gonna put it on the end in here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you on the next one.